Hello, welcome Simon's Trading Channel. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you're all well. You've enjoyed your weekend and looking forward to a new week ahead. I know I certainly am. Hopefully a week of opportunities. Hopefully a week without Bitcoin being in this awful range that's been going on now for 13 weeks. That is a long time. 13 weeks. What happens in 13 weeks? 13 weeks that's the best part of a season. Come on now, Bitcoin. Just need to sort yourself out. Sort your life out and get on with things. Anyway, I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. And if you enjoy the price, if you enjoy this sort of thing, listening to me wither on every day about Bitcoin, it could be anything, by the way. It doesn't have to be Bitcoin, just is at the moment, because that's the most volatile asset. Then please like and subscribe. Hit the button. I would appreciate that, because I've only just started this channel, and the more subscribers the better. So yes, you wouldn't mind. Right, today I'm going to do something a bit different. I've referred to Fibonacci a few times, but you've never actually seen me do anything with it. So here we go. We're going to do. I thought this was interesting when I did it earlier, and I thought I'd share it with you today. The current bull run started back here when everyone was crying about Bitcoin being down at 15,000, saying, oh yeah, it's definitely the end, even though it had been up and down, up and down, up and down for a decade? No, not quite a decade. Yeah, what am I talking about? Yeah, for over a decade. 22 since 2000, yes, 13 years. But people were still going, oh no, it's a flash in the pan, that's it, it's over. And then, no, it's not. So anyway, yeah, this was the point of doom and gloom for everyone. Well, not me, but, lots of people. And Bitcoin's moved up and into this bull run since then. So what I've done is I've very subjectively decided to do a few Fibonacci retracements of these user-defined moves, which is the problem with Fibonacci, is it can be a bit subjective, because the chart doesn't tell you, oh, the move started here and ended here, and therefore this is a retracement. Now, probably most people are going to do the same thing when they do a Fibonacci retracement, but there are no rules for this, and therefore that makes it a bit subjective. But here we go. Anyway, with my subjective move. So I'm going to take, this is the high and this is a low. And I know this was also a high and this is a high, but for the purposes of this example, this is going to be the local high. This is going to be the local low. And you see that when Bitcoin did this pullback, and now you can see why I chose, this is the bottom and this is the top. It pulled back, it's pulled back. Zoom in a bit so you can all see better. It pulled back pretty much 50%. So this 0.5 level on the Fibonacci, this green one, so the whole move is 100%. In fact, just to make life easier, I will adjust the settings on the Fibonacci by doing this, going over here, and getting rid, what's going on? Settings. I'm going to get rid of the extensions because I'm not using them. So all these ones that are greater than 1 are Fibonacci extensions. And I'm also going to get rid of 238 and the... No. Yes, and the 0.78. All right, so you're left with, you can have as many things as you want on your Fibonacci, but basically what I've done is I've just got the 0, the 100%, which is obviously the complete move. Then I've got the 50% retracement, which is 0.5. You've then got a 618, so 61.8% of the move up, i.e. 38% lost, and then a 0.382 level, i.e. 61.8% retraced. And on this first move, it was pretty much 50%. So this pullback, so if this move up all the way from here to all the way up here, this pullback came roughly to 50%. So it was a 50% pullback, 50% retracement. And then taking that low as the beginning of the next move, I'm doing another Fibonacci retracement to the top, which I'm taking is up here. And I'll do the same thing, pull it down to the bottom. And then I'm saying that this was the pullback or the retracement. And as you can see, that also came back to the midpoint or the 0.5 or the 50%, whatever we want to call it. Now this next move was obviously 100% retracement, right? So I'm not going to bother with that one. It moved up, went across, moved down, moved across. Okay, so we're going to ignore that one. So we've got 1-2 moves in what I'm going to call the first half of the current bull run. And then going to call this a boring midpoint. And then I'm going to show you this little thing. So I'm then going to say the next move started down here and moved up to here. So from the top, i.e. 100% of the move, down to the bottom. And then you'll notice that this, being the pullback, only achieved the 0.618 or a 38.2% retracement. So it didn't get to the 50%, i.e. of the move up, less was retraced, so more momentum to the upside. And then the last one I'm going to share with you is this move. So from this low to the all-time high and then the pullback. Now, I am making a presumption, and it's a mighty big one, that the current wick low at 56,500 is the entire retracement of this move up. Clearly that will cease to be the case. That only becomes the case when price action gets above the high. I think you can see that. So get a Fibonacci tool out, whack it on the top, drag it down to the bottom, and you can see that this pulled back to the current low, 56.5, more or less again to the 618 or 0.618 or a 38.2% pullback of that overall move up was lost or retraced or pulled back or whatever you want to call it. So if this was the first half of the bull run so far, obviously so far, I don't know how long the bull run is going to go on for, and therefore I can't say half, but out of this whole section, this first half, there was much less momentum to the upside than in this second half, because 50% of each move up out of these two moves was retraced, as opposed to only 38.2% of these two moves in this latter half, presuming, of course, that this pullback is already complete. And I don't know that. So I thought that was interesting. So far in the bull run, momentum to the upside has increased. So I thought that was interesting. And it's obvious because you can see it from the chart, but it's nice to see it in a mathematical way. Well, you might think, no, Simon, I just prefer looking at the chart. And if so, good for you. Because that is indeed all you need to do as a trader. Just look at the chart and follow the trend. That's all you got to do. And anyone can see, even a fool like me, that rhymed, that was quite good. This is in a very strong daily uptrend and indeed a weekly one. So I mean, it's been on a weekly uptrend since it all began back here on Bitstamp in whenever it began, September 2011, roughly. So yeah, I overshot a bit with my estimate of years, but well over a decade now. It's been in an uptrend. Okay, a weekly uptrend. Well, you could argue, no, yes, indeed. This is a weekly uptrend. I'm sort of arguing with myself. That is a clear weekly uptrend because it's higher highs and higher lows. I hadn't actually thought about this until now. Go away. So even though there are bull and bear markets, and the logarithmic scale does make things look a bit different, but this is effectively, my mouse pad is just a bit rubbish. This is effectively an uptrend. I don't know why I went so far up on that one. Yeah. So anyway, what's the time? How is it 10.5 minutes? That's ridiculous. To be honest, the rest of the price action analysis is the same as yesterday. On this daily chart, Bitcoin's consolidating, it's flagging, whatever you want to call it. This whole bit of price action here, which is on the daily chart, will remain with upside momentum as long as Bitcoin doesn't close dailies back below 67,000. So just like I said yesterday, daily closes below 67,000. Turn this into a bit of a double top, and so probably move back down to about sort of 64-ish, 63, 64. But if Bitcoin can maintain, ideally with daily closures above 68.5, but definitely 67.5, then it's just more consolidation up against resistance, and that resistance will get weaker each time Bitcoin whacks his head up against it. All right, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please like and subscribe. And if you haven't, don't come back tomorrow because I'll be doing something very similar, but very different, all at the same time. For Monday, take care. Bye-bye.